Who is in Chateau this week?
This week, joining us in Le Chateau is a man who likes to tinker and make things that look pretty damn cool in TVs and movies. Ooh. That man is prop master genius himself, Mr. Mike Moore.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yes, it is. Mike Moore has made incredible props for so many, many films. He's worked on Addams Family, The Hobbit, Star Trek, just so many. This man's IMDb is like a scrolling page.
It was crazy going through his on his website at HMS Productions, just like, all right, yeah, all that, and it's just like, you know, when the little bar at the side is like so small, you're like, fucking hell, this dude's done so much. But he was just a genuinely lovely guy as well, telling us so many stories. The fact that, you know, he wanted to learn everything about every little detail about how you make this and how you make that, and literally why he has to do it. And incredible, absolutely incredible. This role was built for this man. That this job was built for this person. So, yeah, unbelievable stories about the movies and TV shows that he worked on, and your little face at Star Trek stories as well.
What can I say? The man designed and built a tricorder. It's nuts, absolutely nuts. All the stories he tells, and I just love the fact that, you know, he proved himself by wanting to get things done quickly to the point they turned around and went, one job. Just incredible. But I won't tell you anymore. You can see some little snippets right here as he loads up his 3D printer, tries to work out how to use it, gets on the phone, and they tell him stories like this.
Printed really nicely. It was one of the best ones out there, in my opinion. That wasn't a professional unit. It printed just as well as one of the professional units for $10,000, and it was only about $1,200. So since then, and the reason why I bought it was because I ended up having a job from Disney for some walk around costume parts that they needed. And I'm like, sure, I can do that. I don't have a printer right now, but I can do it. So I went out and I bought one, and we started printing. And I went, you know, honey, because my business partner is my wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I said, you know, honey, this is taking forever. I need another printer. And it just so happens that they had just lowered the prices by half.
No way.
On that same printer. And she said, well, how much are we? I said, well, for each 2 of these that we're making, we can buy one of those printers.
Nice.
And we were making 75 of those parts.
No. And he hammers a few nails, screws a few screws, cuts this off with plain shit, does this, turn that, builds this, turns things around this way, asks some questions, and then says things like this.
Made this brown wog, and Peter Jackson came in to look at it and walked through, and he goes, oh yeah, I really like, because we had, you know, like wounds and pussy bits and all that stuff. Like, you know, they don't take care of their dogs, so
yeah.
And so so Peter Jackson came through, and he was looking at it, and, you know, I was in the prop department because we had finished it, and we're just waiting for him to approve it. And I didn't know about that it had been approved or anything. And so I'm sitting there, and I just happened to see Richard walk by, and he goes, I go, hey, Richard. He goes, yeah. I go, so what did Peter think of the brown wog? He goes, oh, he loved it. So we're changing the digital design to kind of look like that.
No,
nice.
Way. Yeah.
And then he presses his communicator and says, Captain, I've got a story for you. And tells mine like this.
Dances with Wolves. Okay.
Yeah.
We made like, I don't know, I want to say like 4,000 or 5,000 arrows, you know, a box full of different knives.
Yeah.
And when I talk about a box, I'm talking about a box. You know?
Oh my days.
War clubs, rifles, pistols, rocks.
Rocks.
Well, yeah, because you attach them to some of the war clubs with leather wang. And it's just, you know, hundreds of pieces, you know. So different shows, different things. In some cases, like I said, it's like I didn't remember Adam's family values until my wife and I went and saw the movie, and I went, "Oh, that's what that was for."
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Chronicles of Mike Moore, out this Friday at 6 p.m. UK time.
Be there or be a perfectly formed cube.
I'd much rather, that really tickled me, Jamie. I'd much rather be an oval.